A call has been made to maintain a more people-focused approach in the regional integration process. This as the OECS Commission wrapped up its series of country missions across the region with a visit to Montserrat late last week. The mission was led by the OECS Regional Integration Unit RIU.
In this mission to Montserrat, we attempted to do, as we do with all of the member states, to have as many interventions as possible with a range of target audiences. In this case, we were able to speak with public and private sector entities and individuals, schools and the media, and also to spend some time focusing on the new area relating to free circulation of goods, which, as you know, requires a considerable amount of work, and therefore it is imperative that we have consultations with all of the relevant stakeholders in the various member states. So that was the opportunity that Montserrat presented to us as the last member state to be covered in this series of country missions. In totality, if I were to look back from July of last year to now, I think we had fairly successful missions. I think the outcome represented what we wanted, in the sense that we had a considerable amount of consultation and feedback from citizens of the OECS. What it also did was to show us that the public engagement has to continue. Whether we use the same face-to-face missions or we use other means, we have to continue to involve OECS citizens in the design of the economic union. It is not just about dissemination of information, it's about what they want out of regional integration. Yes, there is a treaty, but in giving life to the treaty and in putting flesh on the bones that the treaty represents, we must have the input of OECS citizens. The desires, the needs, the dreams differ from one member state to the next, and as far as possible, we must capture that. They must be able to own it, and they will only own it if they have input into designing and growing the economic union.
In all of what you've said, is there one central theme that you keep coming up against? Although there are differences in the dreams and aspirations, but is there one central theme that keeps on coming out that you can recall?
I think it would have to be what I just said, that engagement of people in the process is imperative. Integration is centered around people. We can never lose sight of that. No matter how many institutions we build, no matter how many laws we pass, no matter how many procedures we put in place, if we do not design an integration process that is centered, that is people-centered, we will fail. And that is part of the reason that I think the greatest message that has come back to us is maintaining that people focus. A relevant integration process has to be people focused.
That's Elma Jean Isaac of the OECS Commission's Regional Integration Unit speaking with Judy de Turville of the OECS Newslink.
Yes.